Okay, so you're probably wondering, what is this video for? And why'd you label it that way? Well, I labeled it that way because, no, I don't even know what the title of this video is going to be, but I kind of want to make something just to make sure you guys have something going to your feed, keep you entertained, and tell you about myself. So I thought I'd kind of go through my guitar collection, tell you a little bit about them, and let you see the state of it, because I'm sure this video will be cool the older my channel gets and the more guitars go through it. So, as you guys know, this is the Squier Strat that I got and modded, and I plan to have tons of things for it. It's called the Whip, the WIP, and it's freaking sick. Looks amazing. Really cool guitar. Really happy with how this turned out. It just looks awesome. Plays great. And yeah, I can't say too much else about it. I like how I can keep on working on it. I have some rollers coming in here for it soon, and I'll try to post a video whenever I replace those. The thing I don't love about it is, in pretty much all guitars I feel like that I've owned kind of have a problem of tuning stability, and they're all just like little things. So I replaced this with a bone nut here. I made it from scratch. If you guys want to see a video on it, just let me know, and I can show you how I made that bone nut from scratch, from a scratch bone nut, or scratch bone blank. But yeah, so I thought that would fix the issue, but I think there's still a problem here with the tremolo system. So I ordered some rollers that I'm going to put in here. It's going to look kind of sick. They're brass. It's going to ruin the black vibe, but yeah, it's going to be whatever gets this thing. I just want to see, since this is kind of my work in progress guitar, I want to see what I can do to this to get it to be so well in tune and hold its tuning so well. See if I can do it on my own, or if I just need a nicer guitar or nicer parts. Anyway, moving on. This is my Ibanez RG series. I don't know the serial number off the back. Yoinkster, there it is, RG3EX1. So I've had this guitar for a long time. This is probably my second electric guitar I ever owned. My first was a Yamaha Pacifica, like one of the Strat type of copies. I have no idea where it is. And to be honest, I have no idea. I tried talking to my family and they were like, yeah, I don't know. We don't know what happened to it. So somewhere along the line, I lost that guitar. But I definitely remember going to Guitar Center and getting this guitar, and it was so cool in the store, and I still really like it. I don't know if I'll ever get rid of this guitar, just because it's got like that smoky black, like quilted maple. I don't know, but awesome. I don't 100% love the EMGs in it, but I've kept them in there because that's what came with the guitar, and I don't know if I'll ever change that. I went to go split the coils in this, and it's 2 wires coming out of it. It's not a 5-wire humbucker. So that was kind of upsetting, but either way, really cool. Love this guitar. I've played shows with it, and I mean, it's held up great. I treated it very nice at the shows, I guess, as a kid, and yeah, it's held up real well. This is a Fender acoustic that I have with Fishman piezo pickup. So it's a Fender acoustic, yada yada. You can read. All right. I won't bore you with that. But anyway, this one is, I'm actually getting the nut. I'm going to put the nut back on there. I haven't played it in a long time, so I kind of want to go through, and I might make a video of cleaning your acoustic guitar and do it to this one. So, because it's just kind of been in this state for a while. So you might be seeing a video about this soon. But I love this guitar. I got it as a Christmas gift from my mentor a long time ago. And yeah, it means a lot to me. And he went to Ken Stanton. He knew the owner of Ken Stanton. And so he went there whenever that was a thing. Now it's like some other shop name, some other company bought Ken Stanton. But he went there, played a lot of the guitars, and really liked this one and bought this one for me. So it means a whole heck of a lot to me. And yeah, I want to get it back up and running. So the other guitars here, which you've seen on the channel, is this BC Rich Villain Escape 7. I have a new bridge coming here because these two strings, I cannot get intonation with those. As you can see, they're cranked down to the max. So I would love to get those two strings intonated properly, and I was looking up online that if you can get like a hip shot or a hardtail type bridge, then you can get good intonation. So would love to do that because the guitar sounds awesome. I've already recorded some stuff which I'll try to release soon, but I want to get it intonated well because it's kind of a pain to play any kind of riffs. This is the Epiphone Les Paul Standard Pro, which you guys have seen, and it's a very pretty guitar. I traded my Telecaster for it, and I mean, I'm very happy with this. This is definitely a unique guitar to my collection. Although it's a humbucker, I guess I've never had a Les Paul, so it just has that Les Paul sound that everyone talks about, and it's kind of cool. I put these new knobs on it because the old ones were breaking in half and stuff, and they're called speed knobs, I think, like the gnarled speed knobs. But I don't know if I like them yet, but they look okay. All right, and this one you guys have seen. This is kind of like what kicked off my channel being the guitar channel, because the process of making this Jackson just took so long, but well worth it. Very cool. I've actually really enjoyed, since I put it back together, I've done a lot of work to it to make it a sound playable guitar, and I got the Floyd Rose working, and it holds its tune very well. I'm very impressed with it. The studio where I have like all my stuff in is kind of colder, so a lot of the guitars tend to go out of tune, and they'll get sharp, I think, or whatever. But this one will hold its tune through that if I have the top locked there, and then I just tune it with these. So yeah, I've really enjoyed playing that. I get a lot of unique sound out of it, and it's very fun. So hopefully I can have another Floyd Rose type of guitar someday soon. This is the other Jackson that I acrylic poured. This was actually my third guitar, and it was just a straight up black Jackson that was fun but incredibly boring. No, it had all kind of things wrong with it. Like before I did all these modifications to it, it could not hold tune at all. If I use the whammy bar, it'll go out instantly, even slight usage. Like I bought it to dive bomb on way back in the day when I was a kid, and it could never hold its tune. So I believe I fixed the issue for the most part. I might get another bridge because it still kind of goes out of tune, but I'm also doing dive bombs on like a Strat style 2-point bridge. So yeah, fun. Enjoy this guitar. I have it up for sale though, because I made it like this to be a cool custom guitar so that someone would like it. But it'll probably go soon. I have a vinyl decal coming in the mail that's gonna say Jackson, so I can put it back on there so it'll look legit, because that'll be cool. All right, I have the wooden 8-string, which you guys saw the acrylic poured 8-string. It's this same guitar, but the one that I acrylic poured was the one that was that had problems with it. And this one is the new body, new neck, and new tuning pegs that they sent me. And so I bought these off of eBay. They're like Alnico 5. I mean, that's what they said, but Alnico 5 pickups, and I split them and put this bridge on there. And I like it. I really do like this. It sounds awesome. It looks cool. I might have to do something about this bridge to get perfect intonation on it, but I don't know if you can get perfect intonation on this. I'm like convinced that you have to have one of those, not slotted, but the little fret. I'll put a picture up of it. Those kind of guitars to get perfect intonation, because they're kind of built for it. So yeah, so that's the 8-string. here's my other acoustic guitar. And this is a Takamine, I don't know, Takamine G series. And this thing is awesome. I remember getting this in college, and I really loved it because this was really cool. It has like an EQ in it. I can do a lot of controls if I'm going into a PA or playing somewhere and they're like, hey, can you give us a little more? I have a lot more control because I'm sure if any of you have played acoustic anywhere, acoustic really doesn't run through much in most places, in most circumstances, really. Acoustic is just acoustic, and then the front of house engineer will kind of cut or use what they want out of the acoustic. So it's nice that I can do a little bit of damage control here and shape my tone before it really goes to the PA or wherever I'm going or recording. But usually if I record with this, which I have, I really like setting a microphone here, pointing into the sound hole, as well as getting a DI out of the piezo pickup in it. But yeah, I really like this guitar. I've had it for a while. It's just it's been my solid go-to acoustic while that one's been in kind of disrepair. So yeah. And then last but not least, we have, I guess I haven't been saying the names with these, but I don't name all my guitars. But this is the Force 8 Washburn bass guitar. I got this one for free from my cousin. She did not want it, and I was like, hey, if you have a bass that you want to get rid of or that I could get for cheap, I'd love it. And so she gave me this one for free, and I'm very, very thankful. It looks super tight. It looks like the old Batman style, like that black and like red from Batman. So my wife gave it the name Vengeance, and I think it's perfect. So its name is Vengeance. That's right. Pretty stinking sweet. So yeah, lastly, I have my drum set, which is in shambles right now. I need to move it because I had to do some work on the ceiling up here. I had my water behind there, and I had to get to that because it was leaking. So that's fixed. I'm gonna put back together my drum set, and yeah, it's just a very small Mapex Venus series, like jazz kit, I guess is what you would call it. Yeah, so that's basically all the musical instruments that I own. Well, this one's my wife's, and that's also my wife's. And then I guess I'll show you one more. And then that's my wife's. I bought her that one. And then there's this one. This is my ukulele. And of course, everyone owned at one point or owns a ukulele if you play acoustic guitar because you thought it was cool. And it's nice at times to add that little lighter texture to a song or something, but you don't really play it that much. And whenever I want to take a musical instrument on the road, most of the time I'll just grab an acoustic. So anyway, thanks for watching this video, and I hope you like it, and I'll catch you in the next one.